This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Talk to me about Bret Hart. So in the Observer, Jeff Jarrett had talked with Bret Hart about doing a Team Canada gimmick. I don't think Hart would be involved, but there has been some talk of using TJ Wilson, a teenager from a bad home who grew up with Stu's grandchildren, in particular, the late Matthew Annis, and for a time at Stu's house. He has trained with them in the ring for many years. Also Harry Smith and maybe Ted Hart as a young Team Canada. So the idea that you pick up the phone and call Bret and there's discussion, why don't we use TJ Wilson, Davey Boy Jr., and Teddy Hart? Boy, that would have been a badass Team Canada, would it not?
I never had the conversation with Bret, and no disrespect to that terminology, but Bret was the hitman to me. And yes. He was injured or, coming off those effects. So and I worked with him in Australia and we got to catch up and we had a great time, overseas and just reminiscing and being around Bret. That's one of those deals that at times I wish we would have had a podcast recording back then, because me and Bret would get into him telling territory stories and travel stories from Red Deer in the snow. And then I would be telling stories of traveling from north of Louisville all the way to Memphis TV. Just, we were telling locker room stories. But on this conversation, it would have never been about Team Canada. Although I'm going to throw something at you. Wasn't there something with Bischoff involved in teenagers?
Yep.
And I just, because I remember that's the first time that I'd really heard about Teddy Hart and his skill set, and Bret referenced, hey, my nephew's and this and that. But there was never a conversation between me and Bret about a Team Canada. But there was conversations. Bret, I know you can't wrestle, but look, I'm using Jackie Fargo and Corsica Joe and Dory Funk and Ricky Steamboat, and they're all in non-wrestling roles. So I'd love to have you.
I think that's 2001. What you're talking about is Matt Rats.
That's it. Yeah. That's the first time I'd heard Teddy Hart and that whole, that here comes I'll say this, the next generation of Harts.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.